What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel as well as on Twitch, so make sure you come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by my music, which is available anywhere you stream music under the name After Sound, and I do have a new song out recently called Summer Gravity, so check it out. Let me know what you think, and I appreciate the support. Alright guys, let's check in on the Conclave Arcana pack sale, because one thing I noticed and wanted to share here with you in this video was the fact that we are closing in on almost 6 billion DEC being used for this sale. That is not an insignificant amount when you think about just the, just the overall impact of Conclave Arcana on the game economy. Now, obviously, the game economy and specifically DEC are all in the gutter. Some of that can be due to the crypto markets. A lot of it, I think, honestly, is just due to the decisions that we have collectively made, including this mini set, which brought out a 1.2 billion DEC from the DAO. But that's besides the point. What I'm trying to do is compare apples to apples here and take a look at Conclave Arcana versus the most previous set, which is Rebellion, right? And the reason that these two are important to me is because they were the corrections, right? The two most recent corrections to what we all look back on the Chaos Legion era as kind of like the big print, the big overprint, if you think about it. So when you look back at Rebellion specifically, what we can infer is the fact that there's about a million packs that were sold, and at 4,000 DEC a pop, because there weren't any special packs there, right? About 4,000 DEC a pop, that comes up to 4 billion. So as it stands right now, we are already approaching 50% more DEC impact for Conclave Arcana. Now, in terms of the number of packs, that's hard to say just because there's all different types of packs with Conclave Arcana. So we can't compare apples to apples in that scenario, but when we're just looking at the DEC impact, we can look at it that way. The other layer that I want to put in on this is the fact that we have a 1.2 billion DEC mini set that is here from that'll be coming right from what's that called, Conclave Arcana, whereas we did not have a mini set for Rebellion, but we did have a 600 million DEC kind of funding for the Hall of Legends promotion. And the reason I bring that up is because, okay, if you look at the net, right? What is the net of this? Let's say, and just for easy numbers, let's say Conclave Arcana is going to get to that 6 billion at some point versus the 4 billion for Rebellion. What I'm trying to get at here is, if you look at the 4 billion DEC impact for Rebellion and then remove the 600 million, that still keeps us at about 3.4 billion DEC impact. And then when you look at where we could potentially be here, even if we take 5.7 billion, if you remove the 1.2 billion that we have for the current or the upcoming Conclave Arcana mini set, that still puts us at a 4.5 billion DEC impact. And each of these deals had a 50-50 split with the DAO, right? So it's wherever that impact is going, it's the same on both sides. Now, as I was saying earlier, the reason I'm somewhat bullish on the fact that we will get to 6 billion and probably be beyond that is the fact that we're only like 60% of the way through the sale, as you can see here through the alchemy packs. That might be the easiest one, right? So 1 million total alchemy packs. We've minted so far 617,000. Again, a majority of that has been burned, but there is a lot that has been open and that's currently circulating unopened, right? And then if you take a look at just pack sales in general, those are continuing. Now, this most recent day, this probably includes today, so which is not complete, but even still, there was a day here not too long ago, what was this? We'll say October 17th, where we had 1,000 standard packs purchased, right? And you're seeing alchemy packs. Those are the ones that really move the needle here. So let's get rid of starter packs. You can see that there are days when we sell over 100, over 200 alchemy packs still, right? And those are 12,000 DEC a pop. Legendary, not so much, right? The scale of that, but even still, like 30 legendary packs sold just the other day. And then, of course, starter packs are probably the biggest ones in terms of just overall volume, even though not DEC volume, but just volume of packs sold. And you can see that we're consistently kind of like in the, high 2 figures to low 3 figures most of the time. I wish there was like an average that was put here over the last 30 days, but even still, whatever happened on October 30th, 379 packs. So slowly and steadily, more of these packs are still getting purchased. And as I said earlier, we still have like 40% of the sale. I believe this is going until March of next year. So obviously, I have no idea what's going to happen in the future. I don't know, maybe a lot of demand, and probably a lot of demand will end up going towards the mini set once that launches, if that ends up being in December as originally planned. But still, with this set still feeling quite scarce, especially when compared to older sets, right? To me, I still think that we're going to see a lot of folks plowing into this set, especially as we move later on into the final parts of the sale. And the last thing I'll call out here is the reason for that is the fact that your chances of getting black foil arcanes, gold foil arcanes goes up significantly because of that Gator's bucket thing, right? So the less packs that there are in circulation, once we know that there are, most of the packs have been burned, then or majority of the packs have been burned. Once we get closer to February, March timeframe, you might get people that are just go in and buy packs because of that, right? Whereas we did not see that with Rebellion. This was the fix for Conclave Arcana. So it remains to be seen if it's going to be effective, but it is an incentive that did not exist in the past, so we'll see how people respond to it. That is all I have for you guys in this video, though. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Otherwise, I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.